Hi Libra, so let's see what's going on with you. It's going to be your Celtic Cross reading type. Before we get to the reading, kindly take what resonates, leave what does not, and reverse energies as you see fit. Also, if this does not resonate, kindly check your other placements or I'll catch you in the next one. And kindly show some engagement for me to, pick up on your energies. You'll have to subscribe, like, comment down your story if something resonates or not. And yeah, there you go. For my channel to grow as well and for me to sustain this channel. The Hermit, I called it. Let me get a hold of myself. I did saw the Hermit while I was shuffling the cards. I have been thinking about Hermit. The card from this deck keeps on popping up while I sat for doing the Aries card reading. I thought that I would see that in their reading, but I did not. Excuse any background noise. But I feel like when I was shuffling for you, I saw the Hermit card and it's like the first thing that came up here. It's crossed by the Ace of Swords. So there's a hard truth that you are realizing here after having walked the path of something, after the fact that you have been in a situation, about a situation, you are now understanding and seeing the truth of it and you're acknowledging it. You have a hermit in you, honey, that is very experienced, that is very wise, and that wise counsel in you is acknowledging the truth of a situation here. And it couldn't have been any other way, after you learn, after having walked the path of life. That's when you learn a thing or two about life, right? You can't be a baby, newborn baby, and tell the other people that, oh, this is how you live life, this is what happens in life, and things like that. You have to have some sort of experience in order to be able to learn some truths about certain situations. So that's what Hermit represents, and the Ace of Swords is the ultimate truth. So there was something that was really confusing, and that was like a web you could not understand until you were in it. And it's like when you got to the center of it, you're getting to the center of it, and you are in that healing and contemplation mode. For now, I'm seeing that pretty. The surrounding card is the Ten of Cups. Okay, you have a very large emotional circle that's very supportive of you. You have a very solid emotional circle. You prize yourself in terms of the relationships that you have cultivated in your life. You have a very strong emotional support from people, places, situations, friends, colleagues. I don't know, it could be one person, it could be 10 people, it could be 100 of them. It does not matter. The Ten of Cups is the Ten of Cups. People we share emotional vulnerability with, people who we take emotional support from, and we give the same too, right? In the recent past, the Seven of Wands, a lot of blockages, feeling to really enforce our boundaries. I'm getting that you were feeling the need to enforce your boundaries for some reason. You were like, you know what, I need to enforce my boundaries. I feel like I'm attacked, or I feel like I'm in a position where I need to speak for myself because I'm not being considered, and I need to really speak to myself and for myself because I'm not being looked upon as a human being in terms of a person that has needs, and somebody is not missing out on. And you did it angrily, quite angrily, and now you're looking back at the situation trying to understand what happened exactly, right? It was a reaction, heat of the moment reaction that was very natural for you, by the way. It was intended, well intended on your part. It was reactionary. But the thing is, now you are looking at it from a detached sense of perspective. You are looking at from a larger sense of perspective in your contemplative mode, and you're actively trying to heal through it, actively trying to understand what the hell happened. What's exiting is the Knight of Cups. Your willingness to be emotionally vulnerable, being romantic, or being just in general being vulnerable. Your heart does not feel like it wants to flow right now in a particular direction. Your love for a situation is exiting. Your, not love, but your expression of love. It's like, no, 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 I don't need to express my love towards the situation. That's what you were actively defending against, and I feel like you stood by it. You're standing by it actively to not express your heart space towards somebody particular, and you are exiting that, taking out that Knight of Cups within you that you had for somebody specific or a situation. I don't know, we'll have to look at that. In the near future is the King of Coins. Trying to concern ourselves with our everyday world, our stability, our everyday work, career, people we associate to, people we are contracted to, people we feel responsible for. For some of you, you guys are provider of the family. You are kind of like a big daddy kind of person, people you're very resourceful, and people look up to you for being resourceful, right? It could be in terms of money, it could be in terms of knowledge, it could be in terms of anything. It does not matter. You might be a student and you might know a lot, and people come to you for help and things like that. In the your strength is the 9 of coins. You don't it's funny because you are telling me that I don't have a problem being on my own, Arya. I know my shit. I know who I am. I know as an independent figure who I am, what I'm about. I know myself. I know I'm a part of something larger, but I also know when I get separated from it, I am not so enmeshed in my communities, in my relationships, that I lose track of who I am as a person, and where I draw the line about this is me, and this might be you, this might be your thought or your belief, but this is me. I feel differently about this. So you prize yourself on that fact, that you don't lose your sense of own perspective, on your own sense of standing in a situation, in yourself, and who you are about, and what you like, what you don't like, what you want to see in your life, what you don't want to see in your life, who you give energy to and who you don't give energy to. It has nothing to do with, what people say. What you feel is what you do. And that's great, that's commendable. In your environment is the devil. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. There's some sort of fear or pattern that we're overlooking here, or there's some sort of situation here that feels devilish, that feels like it has a very repetitive pattern that's not necessarily working well for us, and it surrounds us for some reason. Our environment feels like devilish, our environment feels like too negative for some reason, or it might be a situation, it might be a particular relationship, I don't know. We'll have to look at that. In your hopes and fears, the 2 of Wands, you want to make some sort of decision here, you want to act on something, but we also fear it. It's like we'll have to make up our mind. We are looking at the mental as well as the passionate perspective of something, of some goal, or of something. I don't know what you're trying to do here, but you are trying to make up your mind and stick to a particular direction here. I don't know what it is. We'll have to look at that. We'll have to clarify. In the near future, the King of Wands, I don't feel like this is you, but it might be, or this might be somebody else. I have no idea. There are 2 people here. I'm getting that pretty strongly. But if this is you, I'm going to default it as you right now, just to make the interpretations quite easier. You're making up your mind towards doing something, and it's like you're acting on it in the near future quite boldly. You are picking up a direction and you are just going on in that direction. No question about it. The 2 of Coins, the Knight of Coins, the 7 of Swords. Yeah, you have been in and out about a certain situation, a certain decision that you have been wanting to make in terms of your 3D world. Might be because there's a lot of coins here for me to think any else of it. But yeah, I feel like you've been in and out, you've been indecisive about a situation here, and you are finally trying to make up your mind about what to do with the situation. So let's see what's going on with you, baby. That's the King of Wands, 8 of Cups. Unavailable emotionally, walking away from a situation that's not necessarily helping us emotionally thrive. That defeats the purpose of 10 of Cups, right? You are more emotionally, or there's that again. Look at this, the King of Coins and the King of Wands. I'm telling you. So you are somebody who prizes emotional stability in relationships. That's how you form relationships. You might have some water in your chart, again, not the point, but I feel like something defeats the purpose of that. Something is not emotionally fulfilling or emotionally growing, and that's why you're wanting to walk away from it, or you have walked away from it, and you're looking back at it and trying to understand and unravel the truth of it. But why it was done so in anger, I'm really curious about the 7 of Wands as well. But let's see. Let's not put the cart before the horse. Yes, Libra. Let's see. Again, if this does not resonate, kindly check your other placements. And even if it does, you may check your other placements as well to get the whole idea about different angles of a situation. Yes. 3 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, bitch. Yes, I got it. Look at this. You were connecting to somebody, and when you were connecting to them, it remained on the surface area, you know. Okay, let me rephrase it. There was a situation here that we were connecting to. It might be a family situation as well, so take it as it resonates, baby. It might be a colleague, it might be a class fellow, I don't know, but take it as it resonates. So we were emotionally connecting with somebody, we felt good about it, but the thing is, it remained on that superficial level of existence about just feeling good about each other and just haying each other down the corridor every day and sharing a laugh together. It did not go any further. I'm telling you, you are insisting on this 10 of cups here, that you prize yourself on making relationships and connections with people and sustaining those connections with people who are willing to be emotionally loyal to you and you to them, right? If you can't emotionally anchor yourself in a relationship or a situation, you don't want it, especially relationships. And I feel like you try to show this thing a lot of patience, and it was for the lack of insight also. You were very low on insight when you were meeting up with this person here. I feel like you did not realize it, and I'm getting that you are trying to look at it right now. You're trying to contemplate, and the more you try to think about how you were connecting to this person, the more you realize how superficial it was, how it was only going to grow to a certain level with the Seven of Pentacles here. It could not have gone to an Eight of Pentacles. It's like it would have deteriorated. It would have stagnated after a while. Yes, we were connecting to this person. We felt good. We felt easy connectivity. We felt light connectivity. We understood each other's humor. We could have shared a laugh together. But the thing is, that's all there it was. There was no depth to sustain this feeling, right? There was no depth. And you need depth. You're telling me that you are somebody who prizes depth. And it's like you are understanding the truth of the situation. The more you try to contemplate, the more you try to look back, you know, after having walked the path of this relationship or this connection that you share with somebody, and you're trying to understand it. It's like you first did the thing of blocking someone or somebody out of your life, or really enforcing boundaries of, you know, I'm not going to meet this person at all. I'm not going to express myself to this person. No. And the thing is, now after the fact, you're trying to look at this situation. I'm telling you, it was reactionary, whatever happened here. It was in the moment, in the heat of the moment, something really triggered you and you just acted out in defense. You became very defensive of yourself and very protective of yourself too, and your heart space specifically. Let's see what the Ace of Swords is. Yeah. You're actively trying to look at the situation about some sort of balance that you were having that was really confusing. The Six of Pentacles, the Two of Swords. It was really confusing, whoever you were balancing up with, and I feel like you're trying to understand the whole situation here. And there's a truth here about, did this speak to our sense of self-worth, or could have this been more stable? I gave it so much of my energy and time and effort and feeling, but was this stable? Let's see the Seven of Wands. I'm curious about that. You're actively trying to look back at the memories with this person, I feel. It could be a family member, or it could be a friend, for all that matters. The Judgment, Eight of Pentacles, the Six of Swords. Yeah, stop trying to put in more effort. If something is not working, if something is being defensive towards you, if something is not giving you results, showing you results, because let's be honest, the Seven of Pentacles, I told you, it has that plateau effect with this person. It's like we keep on doing the same thing over and over again, and it still is very superficial. It's like somebody is not wanting to go to the depths with you. Somebody is not wanting to include you. Somebody is not wanting to, you know, be a part of your life, take interest in you in the basics of ways. They just want to feel good in their energy, and that's about it. Yeah, we share a laugh, and that's about it. Go home. That's what they're all about. And you realizing it after the fact. It's like it was reactionary in the past. I'm seeing that you got defensive after a while. It's like you were trying to put in a lot of work. You were trying to put in more effort towards this, and it was in a moment of exhaustion probably. Somebody might have, you know, texted you with a lot of wink wink text, and you were like, what the hell does this person want? And you got so defensive and angry towards them. It's like, this is what you got, this is all you've got, just a wink wink text, that's it. Superficiality. Look at what I'm contributing to the situation. Look at my energy. The Eight of Pentacles. I'm serious about you. I'm focusing on you. All my focus is on you. And you are just casual about me. And it was reactionary. You did not know where it came from. But the thing is, it was really necessary. It was divine intervention, honey. With the Judgment here, I'm telling you. You did not know that you would react this way with this person. It was very sudden that you blocked and you were like, you know what, let me just wrap this up and walk away. We're done. And you just walked out the door. Ooh, child. I've never seen a Libra so fierce. Oh my God. You have an edge attached to you, honey. Let me tell you that. When that protection mechanism kicked in for you, it kicked in. Really kicked in. It was like, and it was really well needed. It was well intended for you. It was right for you. Let me tell you, it was right for you. Because you wouldn't be showing the hermit and healing, a lot of healing and insights, if it was wrong for you. You needed space from this situation. You needed distance from this situation in order to realize that you were giving more to somebody that was not necessarily wanting to be there. They were just dipping in and dipping out of a situation and just being casual, just being there for feel good energy. Oh, Libra makes me feel good. They make me laugh. And whenever I need a laugh, I just meet them. What the hell? Yeah, your will to emotionally explore, your will to, it stressed you a lot. Let me tell you that very clearly. While you were keeping your heart open towards this person, being vulnerable, being romantic, or even if it was not romantic, being vulnerable, being emotionally supportive, being emotionally including them into your life, and them not doing the same for you, confused you. You were always confused about where this person is coming from, what their intentions are, what do they want from you. Do they just want sex? Do they just want emotions? Do they just want to treat me as a fuel for something that they're lacking in their life? I don't know. I have no idea, and I'm done stressing about it. I'm done thinking about it. I don't have enough energy now to spare on this person. I'm done. And I'm done more. I can't put my head through somebody, looking at somebody that's really confusing and that will not make itself clear to me or known to me about what the fuck they're doing with me. It's kind of like that. It's like you got exhausted. You had all the love for the situation, you had all the seriousness for the situation, but the thing is, somebody was way too passive towards you, They were really passive. That's how I want to translate them, They were really passive. They were not so uncaring of your experience, of how you were experiencing them, of your needs. The Knight of Swords, the Page of Cups, the Six of Wands. Yeah, you prize. I did not even need to clarify that, frankly speaking, but I did anyway. You wanted them to be a part of your life. And frankly speaking, you included them in your life. You felt really prideful to count them in your family circle, to count them in your, loyal circle, inner circle. You were proud that they were a part of that you could call them your family, emotional family, frankly speaking. But the thing is, they were not interested to make you a part of theirs, or probably they were not interested to be there. It's like, just because you invite somebody over to your home does not mean that they want to be there, or that they are grateful to be there, or that they really wished to God that, oh, I want to be in that Libra's home, I want to see their home. They never wanted to. You just invited them, and they, out of courtesy and out of curiosity, out of having their oats filled up, they just came about. And yeah, why not? I'll look at that. It's kind of like they were window shopping, I have no respect for that behavior. I'm sorry. Especially you were being so serious about this. Look at this. I can't make this shit up even if I try. Let me tell you that very honestly, honey. I'm telling you. It's repeating at this point. So I'm telling you. This person knew that you were putting in serious effort, so it was their responsibility to tell you, to let you know that, okay, Libra, I know that you want me to be a part of your life and you're giving me so much, but you know what? You need to tone that down because I might not be able to reciprocate that much to you. I just want to be friends. I just want to have loose connectivity with you sometimes, and have a laugh with each other, share a coffee together. That's it. I don't want to go to the depths of you. I know that you prize emotional relationships in your life, but I don't want to give that to you. What the hell? They did not even have the courtesy. It's like they were in for the ride, but not necessarily complaining or, being grateful either. They were not even complaining, but they were not even being grateful that, oh, thank you, Libra. You showed me so much. It's like all of this dancing for nothing. All of this Libra dancing for nothing. I have questions about this, but let's look at the Nine of Coins first. I need to see the Nine of Coins first in order to understand what's going on. I see somebody, I don't know if it's you or somebody else, but somebody is, if this is you, then I'm going to interpret it in two ways. Let's be careful. If this is you, then you are actively recognizing that this situation was really disappointing. At best, it was a Five of Cups situation, frankly speaking. It's better lost opportunity. It was always leading to this point of having you abandon it, emotionally abandon it too. You feel hurt, you feel grief, you feel regret towards opening up in this situation, towards manifesting this person in your life, towards including this person in your life. And now you're getting back in touch with your healthy emotional self. That's, starts with that self-love feeling, right? About this is right for me, this is not right for me. And the more you get in touch with your own emotional self, the more you get in touch with your own emotional needs and recognizing yourself as an emotional being as well. That emotional independence in you is very strong. So you're getting back in touch with that. And the more you get back in touch with that, you start to realize what the hell this was and how the situation was not necessarily fair, and this was always going to be a disappointment because somebody was not showing up for you at all. And you were in it, that's it. Somebody did not even show up. They were not co-driving, They were just being a passenger princess. It was like Libra is the pilot and that's it. There is no co-pilot here. It's just Libra. And if this is the other person, then I'm feeling like this person is now realizing in hindsight that, oh shit, Libra meant so much to me. They personally pleased me, and from a sense of loving myself and understanding what my emotional needs are, Libra was a perfect fit for me. They made me emotionally fulfilled. They personally fulfilled me. They met all my needs. They met all my emotional checklist, baby. But it's after the regret of losing them that now I'm realizing this. And if this is you, then you're manifesting from a healthy space, new wish fulfillment. You're really focusing on wish fulfillment. What makes me happy? That's what I'm going to give my energy to. No more Five of Cups energy stuff now. Yeah, you offered something really, really generous towards this person. Really generous. You were committed to it as well. I'm seeing that here as well. You are now realizing it, right? And I feel like the more you realize what you were offering this person, you also realize how, to the lengths you can go, to what you have to offer as a person in terms of a relationship to a person, the things that you bring to the table. You realized a lot about yourself with regards to this person when you were connecting to this person. Whatever you did for them, you realized in hindsight to the lengths you can go for a person, place, or situation when you actually mean it. So you don't need to stress about it, honey. It does not matter. It was a lesson at best. Let me tell you, you don't need to stress about it so much. I promise you, you have so much to offer. This person couldn't compare. Let me tell you that very honestly. You have a strong mind. You have a very sharp mind attached to it, to yourself. And you are really, I feel like you were also waiting for somebody to reciprocate, somebody to offer you that, make you that offer, that generous offer in practicality and solidity, and somebody was not coming through, and it was causing you a lot of stress because you started to get confused about where this person stood with you. That could also be the case, but now you're realizing it in hindsight. You're recognizing it too. Somebody is keeping an eye on you. Yeah, it's that somebody who's blinded by you. I feel like Aries and Libra are mirroring each other. You know, if you were dealing with an Aries, then kindly check theirs out, because they showed me quite the opposite. They showed me the person stuff. So if you want to know more about the other person, then you might want to check theirs out. If you are dealing with somebody with an Aries placement, or you have Aries in your chart, then that could be your reading as well, because reverse energies as it applies to, right? Again, not the point. This is somebody that wanted to open up towards you, that had that really strong inclination, spiritual inclination too, to move towards you, to take that leap of faith with you. But they actively talk themselves out of it. They have a very active mind like you, and frankly speaking, they were not using it towards their strength or in favor of themselves, right? They were using it against themselves. And now this situation is haunting them. They're obsessed with your heart. They're attached to your heart. They're looking at you. They're looking at your heart. After the ending, whatever ending has happened here, they're looking at you. And the situation haunts them. The situation hurts them about how they F this up. And if this is you, then I feel like when it comes to you, I feel for some of you, yes, you guys have a pattern in giving your heart to people, places, and situations, opening up your heart to people, places, and situations that you know are not good for you. But the thing is, and you know that you have to, carry the whole weight of the emotional connection in a situation. You have a pattern in that of investing in those people who will not carry their emotional weight in the relationship that you'll have to take care for. You have to be empathic for two people. You have to be understanding for two people. You have to be loving for two people. You have to be caring for two people. The other person will not show up for you equally. And you have a habit of involving yourself in those people who are broken, people who are, a bit fussy, a bit toxic, a bit dealing with their own dark side, and you're like, let me be of help, let me help you come out of it. For some of you guys, this is a pattern. This is a very strong pattern, and you're trying, there's a low insight on this, but I need you to step it up, honey. You need to look at that. If this is your pattern, then kindly look at that. I'm sorry, excuse my lisp. The Two of Wands, the Seven of Swords, the Knight of Cups. Yeah, the love still remains, honey, for you. The love still remains for you, but you're actively stepping away from any sort of emotional expression towards this person. So they might be in your environment for some reason. There might be, even if it's not your environment as in 3D environment, it might be your online environment, your online presence. You might be friends with this person still. It was not necessarily a block situation, but it was like, what, I need to move forward my energy, and that's it. You just moved on. But they are a part of your community regardless, and I feel like you're actively trying to sidestep from any sort of connectivity with this person. You're trying to deny it. You're trying to step away from it. It's like, no, I'm not going to go back. If there is a chance for connectivity, right now I'm not open to it. I'm only going to ignore their messages, whatever they do, whatever they initiate whatsoever. I'm not going to open up my heart space. Not like that, not anymore. I'm not going to repeat that same mistake. So there might be a communication that's coming forth towards you, and that's why you're sidestepping. You have made an active decision because you fear it as well. You fear that this person will come towards you, and you also simultaneously understand that you need to step away from it because it's not. That's very foretelling of your pattern here, and you understand that about yourself. So that's why you feel like you need to avoid it because it's not good for you. The King of Wands, the Eight of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Fool. Somebody is wanting to open up towards you. I feel like this Queen of Pentacles is somebody else. For some of you, you were the masculine one in this relationship, and they were the passive, comfortable passenger princess sitting at their throne and not doing much and just receiving your goods, your ace. That's that ace you were offering to somebody. You made up your mind. You were enthusiastic about that offer too that you made. Again, that offer is just, the Ace of Pentacles can mean you're the best of what you have to offer, the best of what you have to bring to the table. That's it. So I feel like you were offering them that and you walked away. You emotionally detached from somebody, and you are doing your own thing, honey. You are, regardless of wherever this person is, I'm telling you, you are a very independent creature. You are stable. You have shown nothing but stability in your behavior, consistency in your behavior up until now. And I'm sure that this person has a track record of not being so consistent, of being passive, of dipping out of situations if it gets too difficult, if it gets too emotionally close, right? They have a habit of doing that. I feel like this person is going to come back and open up. That's why you are fearing it as well. I feel like your intuition is kicking in this situation here, honey. You know that there might be a further connection point further down the line. Somebody might open the line of communication with me, and it's like they might want to meet up again. Let's calm things down. Let's just improve things, Let's make up, Libra. Let's just make up over a few drinks. That's it. Let's not talk about the real stuff. Let's just make up. Are you okay now? Are you done with your emotional upset? But I feel like they're genuine in the near future. They are wanting to open up. But let's see more. I want to know more. What's that Eight of Cups? Are they going to be still emotionally unavailable? And if that's so, then you have a lesson. You learned it once. Don't learn it twice, honey. Learn it once, don't learn it twice. I'm telling you. If they remain emotionally unavailable again, you need to walk away. If it's the same old, if their approach hasn't changed, if their song and dance hasn't changed, if their talking style hasn't changed, then you need to walk out, because no change plus no change equals no change. The Three of Swords, the Sun, the King, that's them. I'm feeling like that's them. They're coming forth with a lot of passion here, and the recognition that, after you walked away, in hindsight, they're realizing that this situation made them really happy. You made them feel really seen. You made them feel really. They smiled like a child. They were happy with you like a child, You know that how children laugh with no care of the world, right? That's authenticity of the heart. That's what they felt with you. That's what they accessed within themselves when they were connecting with you. And I feel like you showed them that, what authentic connections are. You showed them what depth is. You showed them what real connections look like. And I feel like they're not used to it, so they did not cherish it. They took it for granted, quite commendably. But I feel like it's after the fact that they are taking charge of this connection. They were being that feminine energy, and now they are stepping into their masculine, and they are going to come towards you. And whatever inclination that they had been feeling towards you for a very long time, they are honoring that now after the fact. Isn't that great? Yeah, there's a lot of blindness. If they are ever able to get over their own sense of moon energy and the Eight of Swords, it's a very deep denial energy, towards whatever they feel naturally towards people, places, and situations. This person is used to actively denying and suppressing their emotions. not acting through a headspace, not necessarily acting through their heart space. They're not used to it, and you showed them that real connections require real vulnerability. Real connections require to open up your heart space, right? You prize that, and I feel like you triggered something in them, and now, after having done the work in private time, they thought about you, they thought about the truth of the situation, and whenever they sort their truths out, that's when they'll come back and open up towards you. And they're doing so quite boldly too. I'm not gonna lie. They're doing so with a lot of genuine intent. It's done so through passion and stability and a lot of seriousness and a lot of intent. They have a lot of pride attached to them, I feel like. They might be charming, a lot charming, stable, grounded and founded in the 3D reality. So I feel like this was you then, right? This was you in the near future. So it's like you are really actively manifesting your own wish fulfillment and desires, and it's really, you're thriving in your 3D world, I'm telling you. But that echo of whatever happened in the past with this person, it still echoes in your heart. You still sometimes look back and think about it, right? Because you have not done learning the lessons, and because you are not done with this situation. This is an unfinished business with this person at best. That's why it's coming back around. I'm telling you, the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Cups, again, you walked away from it because it was not necessarily being productive in your life. It was anti-productive. That's them again. Okay. This person is really passionate and really attracted towards you. Really attracted towards you, and they are obsessed with your heart. Looking at you hurts them too, Looking at you, how they treated you, hurts them too. If they were to allow themselves to feel that, they'll realize that they hurt you. And while they were hurting you, they also hurt themselves. So, yeah. You're like, I'm not putting in more efforts. Go away. We're done. It's kind of like that. That's that reaction that they're looking towards, and they want to open up towards you, but for some reason they are hesitant of it. They are waiting it out because they're like, I don't know if this Libra is still defensive about that old subject. I don't know if they still remember that old thing, and they are still holding on probably strongly to that old frustration with me, and they might react in a defensive manner towards me. So they are going to be at a distance, and they might be at a distance for some of you as well, from you as well. But I feel like they're going to wait it out before they make a move towards you. That's that strength here, the Leo energy. Yeah, they have a natural passion towards you, and they want to connect with you. Oh, now they want to work it out with you. But the thing is, that passion for you, it naturally flows within them, and it stresses them out too. Whenever they think about that old connectivity with you, they feel like, well, it stresses them out about how they still feel passionate about you. They still feel that natural passion towards you, that natural fire towards you. They are still excited by the memories of you as well. So they keep an eye on you. Let me tell you that very clearly. Show me more. Anything else here? Yeah, it's a lover's connection. It was at the bottom of the deck here as well. Look at this. It was probably a lover's connection, but if someone is not going to acknowledge it, then what are you going to do? It's two-sided, it's twofold. Somebody has to realize that it was an intense connection, that it served a purpose, that it was a soul connection at best, and we effed it up by not acknowledging it, by not treating it with grace, by not treating it fairly, and by remaining blinded to it about the truth of the situation, about truth of our feelings for this person or situation, whatever it is. I don't know why they did it, but yeah, that's that. So they wish to balance up with you. They are acknowledging that it's a very strong bond. That's why they haven't been able to let go of your thoughts. That's why it still stresses them out. let me tell you, if somebody feels a Knight of Wands with you, that's you. That's you. Look at this. You're thriving, honey. You're thriving. Let me tell you that very clearly. After you leave this situation, whatever you are doing in your 3D world, you're thriving. You're being very productive. You instantly stepped into your self-empowered zone. I'm telling you, this was a really great spurt growth for you. This connection served as a catalyst for your growth. And you're thriving in the 3D world as well. I'm not saying that you earned $1 million, but I'm telling you that you are receiving some sort of compensation probably for the kind of effort you put into this. You might have met them through work as well, or the same studying space or things like that. That's where you have balanced up. You might have balanced up with this person, and it's like you were practiced towards giving this person, over giving this person. But the thing is, you don't need to overgive to people, places and situations that are giving back to you. You don't feel that you are overgiving, right? Because they give back, because you receiving in return, right? If not equal, then equivalent, similar to what you're giving. It does not have to be 2020. It can be sometimes 2019, 2015 too, but not for a long time. Let me tell you that. It was not even 15, 20. It was, I feel, well, to save them some sort of, to protect them from shame. It was 2 on their part and 20 from your part. So there you go. That's how much grace I'm willing to give them, because they did not do shit in the situation. You were doing most of the part. You were being the most generous one. So yeah, there you go. This is a lover's connection. This is a very strong bond. And I feel like it's going to come back around when it's going to come back around. You still feel remorseful towards this. You still feel a bit of, it's not that you regret it. It's just that you still feel hurt about that there was not much love in the situation. You wanted more love from this person. You wanted them to be a part of your community. You wanted them, you wanted to see them in your life in some way, shape or form, even if it was barely as a friend. You just wanted to see them. That's how much you loved them. And I feel like they could not even pony up to that. And that's what upsets you even now. But in general, it's not necessarily controlling your life altogether. You are mostly focusing on what makes you happy, and you're really in touch with yourself. And I say, chef's kiss to you, baby. I'm telling you, whatever you are investing, I also feel like there is a touch of, you are starting something here in terms of financial opportunity. It's going to lead to your financial independence, whatever you're doing here, whatever you're pursuing, whatever you're studying, whatever job you're doing, it's going to lead you to a 9 of Pentacles, which is emotional and financial independence. And you're going to thrive, proudly so. It's going to happen on your own back. Nobody helped you in this. It's like, yeah, I did this on my own. Look at me, go bitch. It's kind of like that. There might be an age difference between you two as well, So pursuing that opportunity, financial opportunity in your life, it's stressing you out. That's stressful too. But again, nothing comes without stress, right? You have to put in the hard work. You have to put in the hard hours in order to achieve something in life, in terms of especially career, right? It requires a lot of effort on anybody's part. Nobody has ever achieved something without having to put in their efforts, right? So you're working hard. You're working really hard. And you are really practiced at it. You understand whatever you're doing. You understand the nooks and crannies of it. You are good at what you do. You're really practiced at it as well. So I say congratulations. Whatever you have going on in your life, it's amazing. And this will show up, and this will show up, and you still feel like this will show up in your life, for some reason. And that's why, that feeling is still lingering, right? Because yes, intuitively, you'll always feel connected to a lover's connection. That's a soul connection. You'll always feel connected to them. And that's why you haven't been able to let it go. And that's why it still haunts you, that for some reason they will connect with you in the near future. And however near future it could be, years down the line or probably months down the line. They want to balance up with you, and they want to make you a part of their 3D world. They want to bring you in their 3D reality. So it might be through a financial opportunity, or it might be through some sort of balancing equation that they want to have with you. You know, let's meet up, let's agree to meet halfway with this situation, or let's just commit to doing this together, this project together, things like that. In that case, they want you to be a part of their 3D structure that they are so proud of, you know. So yeah, there you go. I feel like this person was not focused on you at all. While they were focused on their own life, they were not looking towards you, and you were doing so much. You felt like you will receive something in return, that this person will acknowledge you. But the thing is, they were not looking towards you at all. So they took you for granted. They felt something, but they did not want to put their 2 cents into acknowledging what the hell was going on and what they felt towards you. Because they were insisting to not give it more of their time, energy, and effort into thinking about, oh, why am I connecting to Libra here? Right. They did not put in that effort. They did not take you seriously. That's why. And now, after the fact, they realize that, oh, whenever I used to connect to this Libra, why did I smile so much? That was the last time I smiled so hard. That's the last time that I laughed so hard. Shit. I need to pursue them back, right? It's after that realization. So, yeah, sometimes people realize things after the fact, and that's the truth of life. But the thing is, it's your choice, it's your call, if you want to accept it or not. And if they haven't changed, then again, no change plus no change equals no change. I need you to trust yourself, because you are telling me that you have no problem being independent. Not just financially, not just in the 3D world, but emotionally too. You understand yourself. So if this does not meet your needs and standards, then you have your answer, okay? So yeah, that's all I have for you, Libra. I hope this helped. Kindly take care. If this did not resonate, kindly check your other placements, or I'll catch you in the next one, baby. Yes, subscribe maybe.